Hello everybody, I'm Redship and welcome to the 11th episode of Redship Survival Series. Before I begin, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe to see more of my content. Now, as you can see, I have a book and quill here. What I did was I made a list of resources I need and also a list of improvements to do around the base. Now, the reason I am doing this is because I've been falling behind in my resource gathering, and because I have to wait for, my crops to grow, I thought I'd just make a list of improvements for all of the things around my world, and I think that I'm going to have a lot of fun with this, so just enjoy. Okay, so you've got the list of resources here. Do chores repeatedly. I'm going to be doing that throughout the entirety of this episode. A dirt gathering session, 1 hour mining session, half-hour spruce collecting session, 1/2 hour oak gathering session, and a sand gathering session. Alright. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do, the half-hour spruce collecting session and the oak collecting session. Do the hour mining session later, but I just thought I'd kind of blow through this, and then I'll start getting on to some of the really fun stuff, which is a list of improvements, finish decorating the house, and these are the things that I've got so far for that. Decorate the Hall of Fortune, make a garden, expand sheep farm, decorate villager breeder, make pathways, terraform. Also, you've got the fix the wheat farm. I kind of broke that. X-ray for caves to fill so that the XP farm can work at maximum efficiency. Clear out caves and decorate and upgrade level 1 of the XP farm, and add platforms to the XP farm. Make a stable since I've got some horses, and label the Hall of Fortune. Okay, so first thing, as I said, I'm going to be doing a 30-minute oak gathering session. So, and actually, I'm just going to be doing all of the resource gathering first. And so I'm just going to jump right into that, and I'll give you progress updates as I go along. I forgot the first thing I need to do is I need to harvest the sugar cane and also feed all the animals, and get that going first so that I don't delay this, because I ran completely out of sugarcane, which was not something that I expected to do, but because of the villager trading hall that I've got, I mean, that's just the way things are. Also, I've got to feed all of the cattle. Come on, let's get busy, guys. Oh, this is another thing I need to fix. I need grass in the sheep pen. If I don't, they just can't regrow their wool. That's a problem. Okay. Looks like it's time to harvest the one piece of wheat we have. How depressing. Gotta clear the progress chest. Yep. Put this in here. Okie dokie. Here's the result of about 10 minutes of dirt gathering, which is pretty good. I'm going to do the same thing for sand in a minute. Now I just gotta sleep, and then I'll check to see if the sugarcane farm's ready to harvest again. And yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so it turns out the sugarcane farm is not ready to harvest yet, but it looks like this stuff is. So very good. Next time I need to grow a ton of carrots and potatoes, I'll need to make sure not to use up all of the seeds in there. So yeah, that's a mistake I made. Now, I did throw a couple of things of wheat in here, and so we've got 16 bone meal. So I just need to use this on this area here. Okay. There we go. I'm expecting more than just I'm expecting 5 or so harvests by the time I'm going to be done with this episode, because right now I'm just going to put a lot of work into just playing Minecraft. But all's well as ends well. I mean, I'm willing to put up with the huge amount of time that all of this takes. Alright, so this is the result of about 10 minutes of sand gathering. Pretty successful, I think. I mean, not as successful as the dirt, but then again, I don't have a desert, so all the stuff I dug was underwater. So, personally, I think this is pretty good. So, I'm turning this all into glass, and ooh, looks like the iron's finished. But anyhow, things are good. I'm going to clear the progress chest. And the next thing I'm going to do is the 1 hour mining session or the wood gathering sessions. I haven't decided. It depends on how much time I have on my hands, because I'm probably going to be recording this episode overnight. Alright, so I'll check on you guys in a minute. Okay, progress update. Alright, we had a raid, and that raid kind of took the mickey out of the villager breeder. All of the breeding villagers and the farmer are all dead. As you can see, a ravager like ran through it and knocked out a lot of the stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a roof on it and make it twice as thick so that no ravagers can like hit the villager from the inside, and so nothing can get in it like completely. And so I was thinking kind of a stone, uh, like a stone brick and like glass shape, and have it be like still like look naturally lit. But I've just been messing. I'm gonna mess around with some ideas, and I'll show you what idea I think is best. Okay, so here's the design I come up with. I'm going to have. I'm gonna. I'm sorry, I can barely speak. I'm still a bit shaken up from that raid, that failed raid, where I thought I was going to lose all my stuff. But I didn't, which is a good thing. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of follow this pattern and fill this all in, and I will tell you guys when I get finished. Okay, so this is finished. The roof of this is now finished. Now I need to kind of mimic the same thing on this right here, except it's probably not going to have the skylight. It's probably going to be more of a spruce-based thing. This has like a nice greenhouse vibe, I think. And that right there, I'm going to decorate that next. At any rate, things are going pretty nicely. Okay, so for that part right there, I mimicked a similar style just so I can see in and make sure that there are actually the actual villagers in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this area right here. I mean, I'll still keep that inside very lit. But now what I'm going to do is I think it's time for this to go because it just gets in the way. I mean, I'll know that there's something in there, but I'm just going to clear out this area, make it nice and smooth, light it up, so that I no longer have to worry about zombies or anything entering in there. And then what I'll do is I will transport the villagers back inside here, and we will be ready to go. Okay, so good news, I fixed the villager breeder. Bad news, all the villagers exploded out as I was, like, trying to fix it. And so, like, now, like, the trading hall's really messed up. And, like, a lot of villagers lost their trades, yada yada yada. I need to make sure that it's, like, no villagers can come in here unless I put them in here, because that's going to be a future problem. However, the ones that I didn't trade with will probably change their trades, thankfully. But, I mean, it's like this is an issue I need to fix. So, yeah. Okay, so good news. All of the villagers are back inside their spots. All I need to do is I need to remove the rest of the villagers via lava. So I'm going to go and get a lava bucket. Okay, so I now have a lava bucket ready for whenever I need to kill stupid stray villagers. So eventually, like, the trades should lock in now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate this after I finish filling in all the creeper holes. I think it's good for me to routinely go around, get rid of all the creeper holes, and light up the dark areas, because, quite honestly, I'm going to be around here a lot, and, well, I don't want it looking like trash. Okay, so after filling up a bunch of creeper holes, I've kind of figured out a design for this. I haven't shown it to you yet, but my idea is that I'm going to show all of the, like, little chambers that it's like the villagers are stuck in by, like, this outer wall of stone brick, and have, like, kind of an inner wall of this, and have, like, the inner area still be the, whatchamacallit, yeah, I can't speak, the cobble. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this giant emerald, like, up front, and I think that'd be, like, a really cool way of showing off. Boom! This is the Hall of Fortune! Okay, so I was just running around and, like, waiting very slowly to regrow my wheat farm, but then I realized I've got like infinite access to bones. It's part of the reason why I made this thing. Like I've got, well, not infinite access, but I have like tons and tons of bones just stacked up from the AFKing here at this farm. So yeah, I'm gonna regrow the farm, the wheat farm, and I'm also gonna put some potatoes in it. Okay, so our potato and wheat farm is working. Now what I did was I exchanged the wooden door for an iron door because I discovered during that raid that Vindicators could open doors, and it was not a fun experience because that's where I put my bed. I died like 20 times to those Vindicators. Okie dokie, so what I did here is I set up a general items chest. This is everything that I, like, always, this is, like, my armor, my hotbar, and, like, this is all stuff that I always need but never have. And so what this is just going to do is just going to give me, like, an idea of, like, what I should have in my inventory, and then I have, like, this amount of space left for whatever I'm doing, like mining or dirt gathering or wood gathering or something like that. If I if I need more space, I'll just take one of these and hopefully remember where I put it. I also need to have like the list in here somewhere too. But this is my general items chest. This is one thing I've been meaning to set up and never have gotten around to. So I'm just gonna dump out my inventory, like literally everything in my inventory, and then come back for this. Okay, so I dumped out my inventory. So now it's time to take everything out of my chest, and yeah, I'm ready to go and do whatever project is next. Okay, so the next project we're working on is the stable, and like the stable is gonna go here, and it's gonna be like for all my horses. So what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to clear out an area for this, and then I'll jump right into it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm marking out the area now, and like figuring out the size of each stable. I think 3 blocks wide. No. Yeah, I think being 2 blocks wide on either side would be good. I mean, I don't need like a ton of horses. I only need like 4. So yeah. Okay, so these are like the stables that I've marked. However, this back right here is probably going to end up being, you know what, 3 blocks wide is good. Like, let's make it like a little bit spacious. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And this will be the back, which will be first 2 layers will be out of the spruce planks. Okay. Yeah, it seems like spacious enough for like 4 horses. And then we can bring this back like 4 blocks. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Cool. Yeah, this looks good. Alright, now, I don't know why I used that to mark, but alright, I'm gonna figure out the next step. Okay, so I believe I figured out the style that I'm going for. Okay, so I'm having, like, this sort of stuff kind of all through, and I'm gonna, like, kind of close. I'm gonna mimic, like, sliding doors with some spruce, whatchamacallit, some spruce trapdoors. I'm gonna mimic, like, large sliding doors with that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some stripped oak and a stripped spruce. I mean, go all around the outside, and then and then like the top layer will be non-stripped spruce log, and then what's going to happen is I'll make like kind of some sort of an A-frame, like roof over top of this, just because it matches the biome that we're in. And yeah, I'll let you know how far I get on that. Okay, so the walls are done, and personally, I think this looks very cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm gonna add the sliding doors now, and yeah, I'll show you once I get done with that. There we go. Yeah, those look really nice sliding doors, I think. Now I'm deciding whether or not to do like kind of a curved shape roof or just to go like straight A-frame. Like I think if it goes straight A-frame, it'll look much more like a house. So that's so maybe like a circular type thing. I think it's the better option just because it looks more like a barn, like a stable. That's what it is, and I think it'll give more of that like vibe. Okay, so this is the shape of the roof I came up. This is the shape of the roof that I came up with, and personally, I think it flows like rather nicely. It's a nice curve, and then it like goes a little bit steeper down, like near the end. I mean, I think this is a nice circular shape, good, and it screams stable, not like Blue's Clues house. And yeah, I also decorated the inside, and I mean, look at this. It looks so good. I've been smelling barn. like this reminds me so much of a barn that all of a sudden I would get a whiff of. I would think I was smelling hay, and I'd be like, what? Oh man. I like these like sliding doors. They're pretty cool. I think stone would be is okay for like the floor of this. I mean, I could have like patches of dirt in areas, but I'm just gonna finish the roof and then we'll figure out the rest of it as we go along. Okay, so the exterior of this thing looks absolutely fantastic. I love this curve that I put in here. I mean, this looks good. I wasn't expecting the stable to look this good. I was expecting like something you'd find in like a village, but no, I really like how this turned out. Now I'm just gonna do like the interior. I need to fill all of this in with spruce, and then I'll have some beams because I mean it's like farmers are lazy. It's like you don't do the inside just as long as it has the metal roof, everything's fine. Okie dokie, this whole thing is completed. The roof's done. The interior's done. Personally, I think looks very good. All I need to do is I need to move my horses into here, and also get 2 more horses because I want this thing to be like completely filled. So anyway, the next thing I'm gonna work on is the sheep farm, but let's go get the horses. Okay, our horses are in, and this thing I now declare to be completely complete. Yes, one less thing to worry about. Except I've got to clean this up. So, anyway, we'll be moving on to fixing the sheep farm next. And that's probably not going to be as fancy as this, but, I mean, just as long as it gets done. Okay, so now I'm starting to work out how I'm supposed to, you know, get all of the stuff in the pens. But, you know, I think this is going to be, like, a much simpler project. I mean, I might make this, like, a bit larger to incorporate, like, a bunch of animals of every color. But, I mean, so far, I mean, I don't know what to say about this project. I mean, it gets me, I feel very stupid for, like, not putting grass in here beforehand, because now it's like the animals aren't regrowing their stuff, and which of course is frustrating, which means I have a limited supply of wool until that's like the dirt settles in. And, oops. Okay. But I mean, it's just gonna be plain dirt unless I do something about the. Wait, hold on. Oh no, there's dirt here. Okay, I can get this done with relative ease, but I'm just gonna skip ahead to where this project is done because I mean I'm pretty sure like this isn't gonna be interesting to anyone. I mean, who knows? Maybe it is, and I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna skip ahead. Okay, so good news. I AFK'd overnight at the XP farm, and it filled in. Like, all of the grass filled in from last night. What I'm doing right now is I'm feeding the cows one last time to do one big massacre, because it is time to end the video. I mean, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was one of the best videos, I think. I think it was one of the most fun to record, just because I got so much done, so much of the stuff that I've been lagging on, and, like, personally, I think this is a very good way for me to record, like, the boring parts, is to just do, like, base upgrades, and instead of doing all of, like, the stuff off camera. I mean, I think it gives me a good way to, like, look at the world and say, oh, here's something I could do, and here's something else I could do. But, I mean, I think there's definitely going to be a part 2 to this, part 2 or 3 even, I don't know, but, I mean, it's definitely not going to be next episode. I mean, I've got some other projects I need to work on, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.